Hey, what up, friends? Kenji back for some more drafting here on Magic Online. We got a special draft, a cube draft here on Magic Online called the Cartographia draft. One of them that was featured at CubeCon, which happened, well, as of this recording, the weekend prior. I have not looked at any of this cube before. I have no idea what it's about, save for the fact that its name is Cartographia. So presumably it's about lands or something like that. But yeah, we're going to jump into this cube draft, the Cartographia cube draft cold. And let's see what we got here. I don't have much time. I guess probably Wooded Foothills seems like a relatively safe pick for a format that, again, I assume is about the land archetypes. But yeah, I have no idea if this is the correct strategy or whatever. So we'll take the Foothills, pick one, pack one. I do see the OG duels. I have no idea what this thing is. Shorikai Genesis Engine. Discard to... This card can be your commander. Oh, that's pretty strong. Draw 2 and discard for 1 mana. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, again, I have no idea what the correct build or correct strategy is for this format, so this should be pretty interesting. I might honestly just take like Prismatic Vista here as a second choice. I mean, I could also just take the Underground Sea as well, but again, given I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing in this cube, and its name is based off of lands, I assume just taking lands is an okay strategy. As we get like a Scalding Tarn here, third pick. I mean, I've noticed some different types of archetypes. There are obviously some amount of land matter cards like the Roaring Earth here in Tatiova, but looks like you have a lot of your normal strategies. But we will just continue to take the lands and decide from there. Ooh, Evasive Action. I love this counterspell from Invasion Block. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 for each basic land type among lands you control. That was always a fun one. Kami War, huh? Could just follow up with like Bloodstained Mire. Oh, there's a Molten Vortex here. I have to imagine that's pretty cute, especially if you can get something like Life from the Loam. What if I just took another land? Would that be bad? Can't be that bad. All right, 4 fetches in 4 picks. Why not? Why the heck shouldn't I? We'll decide on what we want to play later. If we just take lands for the first X picks, then anything is available, is the way I see it. Okay, this is pretty funny, as we have a 5th pick fetch here as well, if we wanted to once more do that. Looks like there is some artifact theme or whatnot. I've seen a bunch of artifact matter cards, and like there's a Liquid Metal Torque here. Sun Titan, obviously pretty darn good with fetch lands. Do I want to take the Delta or do I want to take the Torque? I do like myself a good artifact theme. But at this point, it's kind of a troll. We've first picked 4 lands. Let's take our 4 fetches. Let's take another. Oh my gosh, there's another fetch here if we want to. The Misty Rainforest. I'm betting I'm supposed to take Tropical Island here, right? We have Delta, Tarn, and Foothills. I can already grab that, so it's probably worth taking the OG duels. There's a Marsh Flats here. There's a Watery Grave. Toxic Deluge is probably good. I have no idea what this... Chishiro, the Shattered Blade. Whenever an Aura or equipment enters the battlefield in your control, create a 2/2 red spirit token with Menace. And then it puts a 1/1 counter on each modified creature end of turn. Interesting. Another Artifact Matters cards. Let's see. Delta, Tarn, and Mire all grab Watery Grave. Sure. Taiga. Is that a duel I want to take? I can grab it with Foothills, Mire, Tarn. Let's do it. What if I took nothing but land? Yeah, a Triumph. What if I took nothing but lands the first pack, and then we go from there? We wield the Underground Sea too. This is hilarious. No land, finally. Okay. Plane cycling or land cycling is always for a basic, or is it? Let's see. No, this just searches for a plains card. So I guess that can technically grab Savai Triome. Do I want to grab Tatiova here instead? Maybe. I don't know. I have blue, black, and green fixing. Decent amounts of all those. Okay, evasive action, I guess. Well, there's the torque for the artifact matters. But I'm probably supposed to take hard evidence. Fell Warstone for a little ramp. I don't know if I'm going to play that Tatiova. Double green's a little bit awkward. But we do have a lot of blue fixing right now. In fact, all of our lands are blue except for the Savai and the Taiga, right? Because Meyer can grab one of those two blue lands. Wooded Foothills can grab Island. Yeah. I have no idea. Again, I have no idea if this is a sound strategy. And sometimes what Magic Online does for cubes is it puts duplicates of lands specifically. In some of the cubes that have been on Magic Online, you can get like 2 of the same fetch lands. So hopefully that's not the case here. But we'll keep an eye out and make sure. All right, as we move on to pack number 2 here. Yeah, it looks like there's a pretty sweet artifact deck that you can build in this format. Okay, so maybe I start taking the artifacts now. Kind of wish I had taken the Liquid Metal Torque now as well. Zagoth Triumph is another interesting one as it allows all of our fetches to grab a tricolor land, which could be pretty good. Yeah, what the hell? Another Triumph. Courser of Crewfix. All right, well, I'm not going to pass that. I have way too many fetches. That's a good pickup. Patchwork Automaton. Yeah, there was definitely a good artifact deck available. Ooh. Crucible of Worlds with all of these fetch lands is also kind of tempting. There's a Dance from the Manse too. Jeez. Xander's Lounge looking pretty juicy here. I probably need to start taking playables though. I mean, I've taken so many lands that I don't have actual cards to play. Yeah, okay, we'll go Crucible. Ah, see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So there are duplicate duels, as we see ourselves a second Bloodstained Mire now. Okay. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I guess I'm going to start taking the counter magic cards then. I thought I was lucky and I had gotten all the lands out of this draft, but it turns out no, there are duplicates. So, ooh, fell at our retreat with a bunch of fetch lands and Crucible, also pretty spicy. Okay, I can dig this. We need to find, I don't know if Sensei's Divining Top is in this format, but top with Courser's kind of cute. Isn't this card insane? At the beginning of your end step, you may manifest the top card of your library. Exile a face-down permanent you control. You may play that card. Yeah, this card was nuts. Love this card. I don't remember what set this is from. There are a lot of like commander sets or supplementary product sets that I'm not really aware of the cards that come out of them, but I assume this is one of those. At the beginning of your end step, you may manifest the top card of your library. Exile a card, face down permanent you control. So it's like a better Whisperwood Elemental, kind of. Like, it's not susceptible to creature removal itself. It manifests every turn if you want it to, and then you can actually play the card. Yeah, you can play the card, whereas with, like, Whisperwood Elemental, you could just flip the creature, you know? So, not bad, not bad. I guess if we're going Bant, that's, I think it was Aspara's headquarters I passed earlier, would have been really good. Savai Triumph looking like a nothing right now. Taiga still lets, like, Scalding Tarn get a green source, I guess, but we already have Tropical, so that's maybe not even a thing. I guess it lets Meyer grab green. Well, you know what? Actually, now that Tatiova looking more and more possible, now that I think about it. Okay, on to the next pack. What is this? What does this one do again? Whenever you cast an artifact spell, oh man. Oh, that would have been a fun one too. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 15 or more artifacts in your graveyard, target opponent loses the game. What do we want here? Crop rotation doesn't seem that exciting. Maybe just find the villain's lair for counter plus potential cycling, I guess, is okay. Mana leak, yeah, I mean, a very good blue control deck going around too. Currency converter. Whenever you discard a card, you may exile that from your graveyard. Put a card exiled with currency converted into your graveyard. If it's a land, create a treasure token. If it's a non-land card, create a 2/2. Huh. Wow, that card is really cool. It's slow, but if you have other ways to discard, it's really sweet. I mean, I'm just going to take the mana leak here. There's a Cultivator Colossus if we want to. I don't think that's all that good for us. I don't think we want Academy Ruins. I don't see any reason to hit Sylvan Scrying. Maybe just Impulse? Utopia Sprawl. Or Glass Pool. I guess Utopia... Well, no. Maybe the Utopia Sprawl is a little bit awkward because this has to enchant a forest. But I guess it looks like we might be playing a little bit heavier green. And maybe we're going to do some green rampy stuff. We have a lot of cycling, I will say that. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's kind of cool. With all the fetch lands, Felidar and Tatiova. I could definitely see that being a thing. Okay. Well, there's pack 2. Let's go to pack 3. Right now we need more win cons. We just have the Primordial and the Felidar right now for like... I guess Tatiova too for win cons. We need ramp. We need like ramp and growth type effects. Not ways to add fast mana like Felwar Stone and Utopia Sprawl, but ways to get extra lands on the battlefield. So let's see if we can find something in pack 3. And yeah, we opened a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. That's a great start. Oh, Omnath? That would be a very easy play in our deck. I think we try to wheel the Omnath. I think 4 colors is probably something that comes back around. There's also a Savannah here. But yeah, let's take the Dryad for the extra land plays. That's a nice one. Oh, there's an emergent sequence too. Cobra's very good with all the fetches. Flooded Strand's like perfect. I still need to take playables here though. I mean, Snapcaster's kind of amazing too with all of these counters. Snapcaster versus Cobra is probably close. And like we're not really ramping with much, so yeah, I kind of like taking the Snapcaster over the Cobra. There's Life from the Loam. Don't think Life from the Loam is what we want here, and I don't think this Splendid Reclamation is actually going to make the deck, is it? Could just take like another Polluted Delta if we want to. A blue fetch is so good in our deck. Seems fine. Enchantress's Presence? That would have been a fun one. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 enchantments right now. Like, Dig Through Time we don't really want to take because a lot of the times we'd have to exile a lot of our fetches, right? Man, it turns out there are a ton of interesting archetypes in this. Yeah, maybe we take the Presence. It's a little bit late to try to do this, but why not? Oh, Annex! Annex somebody's land, 4 mana. We take it. That's kind of sweet. Over Avenger of Zendikar? Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's also another enchantment for Presence. So now we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think we're playing the Founding the Third Path. I mean, maybe we're not even going to play the Crucible of Worlds either, even though we have all these fetches. Nah, too many fetches. We have 6 fetches right now. Oh, plus with like Primordial Mist, if we manifest a land and it dies, yeah, we can play it off of the Crucible. So we get a Song of the Dryads here for some removal. Oh, you know what? Waterlogged Grove also pretty good, right? We can continuously sack this draw card and then like replay it. That's good. In Too Deep. That sounds like what this deck is trying to do. All right. 2 mana split second enchantment. Enchant creature, planeswalker, or clue. Enchanted permanent is a colorless clue artifact with 2 sacrifice draw. Interesting. That's kind of sweet removal. Oh, wait. You know what? I need win cons, and Phylath is a really good win con, isn't it? 6 mana, 5/5. Oh, wait. That's for each basic. Never mind. I'm not going to be running that many basics. Well, no. Even if it makes like 2, that's probably good enough as a win con for us. Okay, we'll take that. Colonnade? I don't think we want that. What is this? 1 mana, 1/1 that gets +1/+2 as long as an opponent controls a non-basic land. Is there like some green aggro deck in the format? Weird. Omen for presence looks good. I am a little bit short on the playable still. We probably want to play that second red-green source now too. Well, I don't know if this is going to be a good deck for my first draft of the format, but it seems fun. Ash Barrens also has some synergies here. Although maybe Midnight Clock makes more sense. Yeah, that's fine. We have a lot of counters to go with the clock. Maybe Confluence. I don't think so, though. We have a lot of random black fixing and no black cards, sadly. Animating Fairy or Preordain. Alright, I mean, one more playable and we should be good. Really, we just need our like Felidar Retreat to not die. Because I feel like this entire deck's game plan is just going to be like, try to get to Felidar Retreat, and then just ride that to victory. I'm sad we only got the Dryad of the Elysian Grove for us to ramp. Although I guess technically the Annex is kind of like the ramp in a sense. Yeah, I don't know about this Dig Through Time. It's just so awkward to dig through time and exile a bunch of fetches when we have Crucible, and then like we have the what's it called? Where is it? The Midnight Clock as well. Oh, wait a minute. What if I run the Goblin Trenches here and put the Savai Triome back in? Hold up. Wait, what? That's red, white, black? Shoot, Goblin Trenches seems like it could be a fun one here as well. It's going to be awkward on the mana base if we end up playing it, though. But if we run the Trenches, then we could try to get the Splendid Reclamation in the deck, too. How many enchantments did I end up with in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's probably good enough for the presence. I can just cut like this random crab. I get 3 basic lands. So actually Vista is not great. It's probably still okay with only 3, but that's a little bit sketchy. Also, how easy is it for me to hit red and white? Not the easiest, but not the worst, I guess. We also have like Sprawl and Dryad for extra fixing. I just really don't want to have to run the Mana Confluence, but maybe it's I mean, if I put in the Mana Confluence, I'd have to take out the Prismatic. And that still leaves us with a ton of fetch lands, right? That still leaves us with 5 fetches. Okay, I can get behind this. Let's figure out this mana base. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue sources without any basics. Do I have any cards that search for basics? I have to double check that. I don't think so. Double check my green sources for Sprawl, or forests rather, for Sprawl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's fine. White, we have Savai Triome, Confluence. So awkwardly, I probably need to run it like a basic Plains here as one of my 3 basics. I don't need any red. We'll probably just go 1 and 1. Okay. Well, this looks like a fun deck. Again, I have no idea if this is good or not. This is my very first play in the in this Cartographia cube. In fact, you know what? I probably want to run Felwar Stone because the only deck we wouldn't get use out of this is like mono black. Probably cut Sleight of Hand here instead. All right, let's take this for a spin. Let's go to round 1 here of this Cartographia cube with our very, very strange, I guess, blue-green enchantment, land, fall, graveyard shenanigan deck. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Cartographia draft with our crazy deck. And looks like we have a pretty nice opening hand here. We have a fetch with our Crucible already. I guess I'm probably going to want to fetch for one of my Triomes. We'll see what we want to get depending on what the opponent... Okay, so they're going to be on some red aggro list. Oh, those settings are too slow. Automation. Oh, okay, that's good. So we don't need to get the red then. We can get the Zagoth. I mean, the Mire with the Crucible is going to allow us to get later stuff anyway, so not a big deal. Maybe they're not red aggro, but I guess you don't have to be aggro for Dragon Rage Channeler in your deck. Ooh! Wow. If they don't have a counter here, that Annex is so good. Do we want to try to steal their blue source? That's so spicy if it works. Let's do it. Cycle. Nice. All right. Wow. Better than Stone Rain, and we even got to cast it on turn 3 since we had ramp. Well, that's freaking amazing. Now if we draw a land next turn, we get to Phylath. Pretty funny. Courser's nice too. It's probably safer, though, to go like this. Play the Crucible. Get the Mire from the graveyard. Fetch. Untap land. And then just play out the Courser here. And we can go from there. Because if I played the Courser out and we didn't hit a land on top, or we hit like a tap land on top, then I wouldn't also be able to play out the Crucible. So this is just more mana efficient. Cranko, that's fine. Okay, so now we kind of just win. All right. We play Phylath, we get 3/1/1 tokens. We play the fetch from on top. We make one of the plants fat. We gain a life. We fetch again main phase for untap blue. Make another one fat as hell. And yeah, this is amazing. We are absolutely crushing them. I expect a scoop very, very soon. Yeah, I'm glad we picked up that Phylath. What a crazy draw. The Tatiova off the top next to Tatiova into fetch land from the graveyard, make 2/3/3 flyers. Pump up our plant tokens even more with the Phylath triggers. I'm having a grand old time here. I don't think our opponent is. Okay. So we'll just block with 2 plants to play it safe, make sure it dies, and we don't care if they kill a plant token after the fact. They can only copy their own creatures. They cannot copy mine. Okay. So let's go... I guess I want to tap my non-basics to play Tatiova. Because I want to animate basics, yeah. So Tatiova... Oh. Tatiova... Let's see. Fetch from graveyard. Pump up our other plant. Oh wait, that was wrong. Because now they can shoot the plant that I'm targeting. Oh no, because then I can mire again in response. Never mind. So if they try to Grim Lavamancer the plant I'm targeting, I just use the fetch. I'm honestly surprised they haven't conceded here. Oh, I guess I want to do this right now so I get another land that can attack. Good. Animate the forest. Attack, 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 attack. And now I don't even really mind if they kill our Phylath. They're just going to go to 5. Sweet. All right, your move. Lightning bolt my face? I guess. Nesting dragon put in the graveyard. Okay. So we do have Spellbomb to bounce one of their channelers if they... Well, I think we probably do want to do that. I don't want to randomly take 6 damage and then die to some burn. They only have 3 cards in their hand, though, so... 2 cards now. They're probably going to sack their Fiery. Yep. I mean, if they can find that much damage somehow, good for them, but that doesn't seem very realistic. Can you do anything? I don't think so. Yeah, nice. All right. I mean, we drew very well. So, what do we have versus a more aggressive deck? I guess the crab comes in here. And then evasive action comes out on the draw. Seems okay. Yeah, we'll submit that. Go to game 2. Okay, on to game 2 here of the first round. Yikes. Somehow we only have 1 planes in our opener. That's going to be a mulligan, clearly. That is much better. Okay, so we can go like turn 1 Tropical Crab, turn 2 Felwar Stone, or turn 2 like draw a card, Yeah, we're good to go here. I think we're going to pop the trenches. Bomat Courier, you got me. They did show us like lightning bolt and stuff. Oh, that's a good draw too. So next turn we can go Utopia Sprawl into... I guess I would need to fetch another green source, wouldn't I? They are going to bolt the crab, okay. Yeah, I would need to fetch another green source in order to sprawl into Fellwar Stone, but maybe that's worth it. How many untapped green sources do I have in this deck? Could just grab Forest. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, that's probably fine. All right. Oh, I can grab Taiga. Yeah, that works too. Grab Taiga. I don't think it matters which one we put it on. And we will name white here. We need to find some action, but fortunately they don't have too much pressure on me right now. So we can go like clock plus sack clue or clock plus level up the clock once next turn. Yeah, that Bomat's probably going to draw them a ton of cards, though. I'm not loving our chances. Prismari Command, kill my Fellwar Stone, and loot. Okay. Discarded 2 lands. So we go clock pass. Cycle Boon, that's fine. Oh, that Bomat is up to 4 cards now. Feels bad that we're probably just going to get soloed by the Bomat Courier. I mean, I hope they sacrifice it here. Maybe they just have... Yes! Okay, they did just have 2 lands in their hand. That's good. I mean, obviously, them cashing it in for 4 and discarding 2 mountains wasn't the best scenario, but in this scenario, it was the best scenario, if that makes sense. I guess I'm gonna cycle my Grove here. Let's see, Snapcaster. Oh, we have Snapcaster plus Crab. Okay. I think that's definitely the play since we don't have any of our counters anyways. Clock keeps ticking. There's Krenko again. That is a problem. Ooh, annex their land again. All right, let's do it. Go ahead and steal their fiery. I think Krenko just kills us though. Over the course of a couple turns. They start getting a bunch of 1/1s, and I don't know if I have a good way to combat that right now. What's the removal I have in my deck? I guess I don't. Sheesh. I need to hit like Spell Bomb plus counter. Oh, that is not good for us. And I didn't have anything in my sideboard, right? No. Well, this is a big problem. Oh no, and they do have... Yikes. They do have land destruction. So, Utopia Sprawl might need to come out for the following game. Oh my gosh. It's not even like I'm playing excess lands. I'm not. I'm only playing 17 lands. Sheesh. Wow, they can play the Mimic as a land and the Channeler as a creature here. Alright, we're probably dead this game. I guess I might want to add the Dig Through Time after all. Yeah, I don't think we have a way to beat this. Oh, they didn't even... Oh, maybe they don't know they can play out the Mimic as a land. I need like Cyclonic Rift in the deck. Jeez, okay. Just unlucky. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We saw 11 of our lands and then one of theirs. Right. Well then. So Sprawl comes out, and I guess I'll bring the Dig Through Time in for exactly that type of scenario. All right, game 3 here of the first round. Let's see if we can get another good opening hand. This is way too slow. Way too slow versus the more aggressive red deck. We're going to have to shift that down to 6. Yeah, that hand's fine. So turn 1, fetch up Savai. Turn 2, Stone. Turn 3, Dryad, and just start ticking up the clock and hope that they don't have their Prismari command for my midnight clock, because we have nothing else going on besides that. Maybe I just play the clock next turn, honestly. Oh. Well. New game plan. Once again, we have the turn 3 steal your freaking land. Holy smokes. Disgusting. Now we just need to find a little bit of top end. Any of our win cons is amazing here. Oh, they missed a land drop! And we drew Dig Through Time. Yes. Oh, so good. Green. Wait, that's not how I want to do it. I want to go clock. Dryad, pass. If they miss another land drop, that's going to be a very quick game over. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we can Dig Through Time next turn too. Sheesh. You know what? I probably just should be starting this Dig Through Time in the main. I know I said I don't want to be like eating all of my lands when I have the graveyard synergy, but I think it actually just makes sense. Oh, I'm A-okay to block here if they want a lightning bolt. Or Searing Blaze, I guess. Well, that's a little more annoying, but whatever. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, pretty bad hits, actually. Sheesh. We do have counter available. But yeah, our game plan might just be ticking up the clock for a little while. Though if they don't cast anything this turn, or something that necessitates a counter, then we're probably winning again. I mean, they didn't do anything a couple turns ago with only 2 mountains. I'm not even going to fetch or use Omen here. I think we just want to hold up counter spell. That's decent. Blue, green, green. I don't really want to pop the Tarn for a while since we put a lot of bad stuff on the bottom with Dig Through Time, you know? All right. So I'm actually just going to go pass here, I think. Well, yeah, I'm going to pass with double counter available. And if they grab an island here, that unlocks our Felwar Stone. Perfect. I'm guessing they have their Prismari command, which I'm just going to... I mean, Mana Leak is effectively counterspell here as well, but this is certainly a Prismari command, I would think. Yep, for sure. Okay, so blue, 1, leak. Clock is up to 5. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, you control, exile the top card. You let me play that card at the beginning right there. Okay, we'll go ahead and tap for this. And now start going. Oh, Splendid Reclamation. That's actually not terrible with our current hand, I guess. Green, green, blue. Down to 10 now. Oh, that wasn't... I don't even have enough lands. Right. The Scalding Tarn, what... For some reason, I thought I had land number 7 there. Whoopsies. I guess I could have splendided back just the Scalding Tarn, but that was a mistake for sure. Crap. And they have at least 4 spells in their hand. We might lose this game now. Oh, no. That is a huge problem. So I'm taking 2 here? Crap. Well, they can't cast either of those this turn. We can kill them pretty quickly with Tatiova, I guess, but if they have a couple points of burn, I might die next turn too. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We go tap. No, we want to animate that one. Draw, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have to tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Splendid back both lands. Let's see. And I'm going to leave back the mountain to block, but if they kill the Tatiova here, we're in bad shape for sure. I might also be dead, but they do need to get through this mountain first. So if they don't have too much more burn... Alright, well, they would need a removal spell first and foremost, I guess I should say. And then it's unlikely at that point I would take enough damage to burn unless they have like Chain Lightning plus Lightning Bolt plus another small card, which I guess is possible. If I lose this game, it feels like I definitely shouldn't have. So maybe the exploration I should have just let resolve. There's that too. All right, there's their DRC. 4 cards in hand. They're going to pillage the mountain, which means I'm going to take 3 damage minimum here. So I go to 5. Okay, so what I need to do here is activate the clock. And grab a fresh hand. Does that win? That wins, right? I can turn 2 lands into creatures and they take 12. All while holding up counter. I think that does it. 3, 6, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. They can block 1. I have counterspell open. Whew! Okay, nice win. Yeah, that was good. All right. 1-0 here with this crazy, crazy land deck we have in this Cartographia draft. Let's go to round number 2 and see if we can keep it up. On to round number 2 here of this Cartographia draft. Yes, we'll be on the play. Is this hand keepable? Probably not. I do have a Splendid Reclamation with 2 lands from the graveyard, but we don't have anything to do with all these lands. It's probably just best I mulligan down to 6 here. This is probably a little bit better. Kenji, baby. Hey, that's me. I'll keep this, and I guess I'll pitch the plains. We're going to need to grab a blue source with the foothills to be able to cast Villain's Lair, I guess. Although we do have the Dryad, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see what the opponent's doing first. Turn 1 Preordain, okay. So we want blue, so Zagoth, I guess, makes sense. Ah, Crucible's a good draw. Yeah, so on like turn... Well, we have Crucible Dryad with a fetch, so we can really, really thin out our deck pretty well. Courser plus land. I guess we'll keep both of those. So the Dryad doesn't allow me to play off the top of my library like the Courser does, so I think I'd rather get the Dryad countered, though it is better with the Crucible of Worlds, and yeah, it looks like they did have a counter, although not a bad counter for us. I mean, I could have just passed there with the Find the Villain's Lair, but I think I'd rather have tried to play out the Dryad. And then this turn, ooh, that's a pretty spicy draw as well. But I'm going to go for Courser this turn and see if they have a different counter. From what I saw, there were a ton of counters in the format, and we have a ton of them ourselves, so yeah. No surprise. So it looks like they're on a blue control deck of sorts. Bant control deck, I guess. Monastery Mentor, that is not good for us. I'm really hoping they don't have like a Spell Pierce here, because I'm going to go for the land steal, I think. Alright, just tapping in response, that's good. Well. So next turn I might have to like Spell Bomb, then Mentor, and then hold up Find the Villain's Lair, but this is just really, really bad for us. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have just passed and held up Villain's Lair. Because even them just making like 2 tokens is probably going to be really, really bad for us, you know? What sideboard do we have versus this? I guess we want to bring in dig through time again. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so I'm going to do this on their upkeep. And then we have, what, 4 towards domain? We have black, green. Oh, no, we only have 3 towards domain. But they can't currently cast Mentor and hold up 3. Though they could have another counter here, of course. Notably, they didn't use their fetch with the brainstorm, so they liked the majority of the cards they had at the time. Okay, good, that resolved. Let's try to resolve the Crucible now. Nice. All right, so I'm just going to play the land from the graveyard and pass, holding up Find the Villain's Lair here, I think. Using one of their fetches, but not both. They have another fetch, too. I mean, I guess this is the land cube, so that's not surprising. Okay. I'll go ahead and go grab another tap land. Let's grab Savai. Ooh, that's good. So play that. I'm gonna go for the Dryad here first. And then next turn, I think I'll go for Felidar with counter backup. Okay. Do I actually want to thin out my deck all that much? I guess that's probably fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Grab one land, leave the last few in for Felidar Retreat. Remember, we can still play the Foothills from the graveyard, sacrifice it, finding nothing, and replay it from the graveyard again, just for the enters value. With the Dryad on the battlefield too, I don't have to pay with the Waterlogged Grove. Oh, you know what? We have the Waterlogged Grove with Crucible too. I forgot to mention that. So we can just draw a bunch of cards too. Oh, is it a Shark Typhoon or something? Oh, secure the waste for 5. Yeah, I probably need to counter that. It's too many tokens. So I really want to draw like Counterspell next turn. I wonder if I should resolve Phylath first before Felidar Retreat. Can also sack Omen of the Sea to scry 2. Murktide Regent. That is a 2-turn air clock. That's not great. What do we have for that? Nothing? My 0 removal deck. Yeah. So they didn't eat their Secure the Waste, though. Oh, okay. I guess they're just going to kill my Dryad with some effect here. Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm not sure what that was. Okay. Well, let's go for the retreat. Sure. Okay. Lose focus. All right, got me. They did have another counter for 2, but So they can't kill me this turn unless they can find an extra 3 points of damage, though. And if they're not careful, I actually kill them. Now, I don't have any more fetchable lands for Foothills, which is an issue. Okay, they didn't pay any life. They have 2 cards in hand. I mean, I assume they're hitting. They have to attack me, right? Oh, maybe they don't have anything, though. And they don't know that I don't have any more lands to grab with this either, so they might be assuming I can add a lot more damage when I actually can't. I wonder if I should upkeep Omen and Scry too. Costs 3 to do that, and then sack, draw, replay, sack, draw, replay. That's probably fine. Looking for like counterspell here. I don't know if Mana Leak is good enough. I'm guessing Mana Leak is probably not good enough. Well, what I can do is I can keep both. Draw the Mana Leak. Sack the Grove, draw a card. Draw the Impulse. Play the Waterlogged Grove from my graveyard. So this is already lethal here. Now we can sacrifice, draw a card, Waterlogged Grove, pump creatures again. And then I guess attack and see what they do. If they do have something, I can impulse for counterspell. Now again, they don't know that I cannot fetch with Wooded Foothills for another target. So they might assume that 3 getting through is lethal, you know? Okay, cycle's good. That also gives them less mana to work with for Mana Leak. That's good. Okay, now I'm feeling confident. Now they need a 1-mana spell in order to survive here. Pretty happy we got to pull off the combo, though, of Felidar with Crucible, Dryad, and Fetches. Yeah, very nice. Whew. Were we going to find Counterspell? We would have found, let's see, so Impulse would have found Snapcaster with 1 mana. No, that wouldn't have done anything. All right, whew. Yeah, lack of removal is really, really going to hurt our deck. Yeah, so Dig Through Time probably wants to come in, like I was saying. Spellbomb was actually clutch there for countering, or for bouncing their stupid Monastery Mentoring, letting us counter it on the way back down. Maybe I can cut the presence here. Maybe that's a little too dirtily. I do have a good number of enchantments, but I think that's fine. Okay, game number 2 here of the second round. On the draw with the hand that's a little bit speculative. No Forest for Sprawl, but we do have Impulse that can dig for 1 on turn 2, I suppose. Really hoping our opponent just doesn't slam down Mentor on like turn 3. But they also know I have counters, so they might hold off if I just hold open mana, you know? Really hoping Confluence is not the land I need to play turn 2. Great, perfect. So unlike City of Brass, Mana Confluence actually works fine with Dryad. Sea of Brass, just whenever it becomes tapped, you take a damage, but Mana Confluence, you have to activate that ability. All right, what do we got here? Delta or Triumph? I guess we need to take Delta since we have the Crucible in hand. That's good. I'll just go for Sprawl and leave up 2 open mana. Feels like they don't really care about Sprawl, or at least I'd be a little bit surprised if they countered it. And let's just add more green here. It's kind of annoying, but not the worst. I mean, I doubt they're going to kill the Utopia Sprawl with it, but a 3-1 versus us actually puts us on kind of a clock, you know? So next turn, I guess I'm probably flashing in the Snapcaster, targeting the Impulse, blocking the Cathar. And that way we still pretend to hold open a counter. Or maybe they will kill the Sprawl this turn. Maybe they value taking me off an extra mana source. I could actually see them doing that. Yeah, okay. We don't mind that. Perfect, and we did actually find a counter too. Nice. So Delta can grab Savai. Breeding Pool tapped, that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab one of our tap lands. Sweet. As long as we're making land drops, we don't really need to do anything. Good. So next turn, actually, you know what I might do? I might flash in Snapcaster at the end of their turn and Impulse instead of holding Snapcaster for Mana Leak. Just put a little bit of pressure on them. Maybe I should have done that actually last turn too. This turn at least, if I do Snapcaster to the Impulse, we still get to hold up in Mana Leak if they go for like their what was it, Secure the Waste or something. All right, let's grab another counter here for sure. Ooh, there's the Trenches with Crucible and Splendid Reclamation. That's also pretty fun. Let's see. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and go for the Crucible play right now. So we have the full 5 with evasive action too, notably. So this is a counter unless they pay 5. This is a counter unless they pay 3. Ah. Well, I guess that's that. We do have Midnight Clock to shuffle cards back, but that, I mean, would take a long, long time. Well, there's their Mentor. Okay, well, let's go for evasive action here and make them pay 5. That would also make them use both of their fetch lands if they wanted to pay it. And then if they did pay, I could go for Mana Leak and then resolve the trenches underneath them or whatever. Lose focus on my evasive action. Okay. So I'm not going to pay there. Now we can go for the leak. And if they have a counter to counter my Mana Leak, that's okay. That would, I mean, they would be left with one card in their hand, so sure, that's fine. Goblin Trenches is pretty good versus Mentor, in a sense. Phylath looking pretty bad. Yeah, let's just resolve the trench. I will say, though, if I sack a bunch of land... Oh, they have a Brainstorm now. If I sack a bunch of lands and then they have a counter for Splendid Reclamation, that's really bad for us. They must have just drawn that. No, they wouldn't have wanted to use their Fabled Passage. Never mind, they might not. They might have been holding on to that, I guess. Okay, they are going to use it. Yeah, I mean, if they have a bunch of cantrips, we're in trouble. Sheesh. That is not good for us. You know what? I kind of like going for this. If the very last card in their hand can trigger the Monastery Mentor, they got me. Nice. All right, with that off the battlefield, I'm actually very confident. So they're going to be tempted to find instant speed cards so that if I attack with goblins, they can block with the monks and pump their monks. But they would probably need to be non-counter magic, you know? Because if they keep counter and I don't cast anything, then they're just stuck with dead cards. I mean, we're really hoping they don't draw like their Murktide. Murktide would be a 2-turn clock? Yeah. If they just pass, that's good. Okay. Oh, they have, oh, I was going to say, they probably have, what you call it? Their, Secure the Waste, but it looks like they are... Ah, they have Nature's Chant. Fair, 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 fair. That's good. All right, so trenches down. Well, there's our clock. So I'm going to go to combat first. And I actually like attacking with all these, because I think I want them to trade off their monk tokens at this point. Yeah, they don't want to. And let's go for the Splendid. Okay, that was nice. And now we actually have one basic for Phylath, potentially. Two basics maybe, right? Oh no, I don't have... How many basics did I have in this deck? A plains, a forest, and an island. Okay, so that doesn't grab any of the other basics. Oh, did they hit their Murktide? This looks like Murktide. And they paid life, so it was probably like Murktide plus Counterspell that they got. Yeah, that probably does it. We need to find our Spell Bomb. Oh, Courser might actually be okay. I think what I'm supposed to do here is try to get them to counter my Midnight Clock first, though. Damn, they didn't believe it. Okay. I mean, I don't know for sure if they have another counter in their hand, but it felt like they did. They paid 4. Scatter the Winds. Ah. Yeah, that's bad. That is very bad. Yeah, this is not a good matchup for us because we don't put a lot of pressure on the board early. And they actually have a ton of ways to deal with our relevant cards. I mean, they have Nature's Chant, they have the Commando, they have Snapcaster Flashback, they have a lot of digging. We probably got lucky game 1. I mean, maybe I just do need to bring in the Enchantress's presence. What is the wording on it? Is it cast or ETB? Whenever you cast. Yeah, we probably just need the types of cards like that that can get extra value. Maybe it was better to bait with Phylath. Bait with Phylath, they counter it, and then I go for Courser. And maybe can buy another turn. Oh, did they pay another 4 life? Oh, we have to be dead then. Alright. I mean, we do have some counter magic versus them, but overall, I don't know if it's good enough. Yeah, this Phylath with 3 basics in our deck is kind of memey. We could actually find some prisoners. That doesn't actually seem that bad versus them too. Over like Omen. Well, no, Omen's an enchantment. Oh, I need to make a cut here. Maybe Mist is too slow. This just makes a lot of value every turn, though. Quickly run 41 because I don't know what to cut. Okay, game 3 of this second round here. I'm going to keep this hand because it has a lot of land, and lands are good. I think we're going to try to preserve the fetch land since we have Courser. I don't know if that's right, but it feels right. Ooh, that's actually kind of spicy. I'm going to go ahead and shock myself and cast Find Some Prisoners on them. I like this sideboard inclusion. Because we can just hit a land with this too, funny enough. Oh, you know what? This is probably better later in the game. Maybe I shouldn't have shocked. Actually, yeah, I take it back now. They probably think I have a counter by doing that, but good beats. Alright, let's run out the courser. It might just die or get countered. Yep. No surprise. This is where if they resolve a mentor, I'm going to be very sad. Psh, come on. Well, that lined up miserably for us. I don't know if we can win anymore. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, I could go for like Snapcaster and try to block. Hope they have absolutely nothing, but that doesn't seem like a winning play. So I'll just take 2 here and then end of turn use Find Some Prisoners. Ah, this is so messy though. Okay, well, hitting the Brainstorm is actually kind of cool, especially since I have the fetch. There's Counterspell. I almost feel like we just want to draw some of these cards. Maybe all of these cards even. You know? Yeah, it might be worth it just to draw all of these cards. No shuffle. And then if they counter my Tatiova, I can counterspell back and just shuffle away the waterlogged. All right, they did go for the counter. So we can grab Tropical here or something. Counter the scatter. I am tapped out, though. Ah. Not confident. Their draw was just super good versus us here. And I think their deck is just too good versus us, honestly. Like, for one, I don't have removal for their relevant threats like Mentor. And just too much counter magic compared to us. But you never know. Could be that Tatiova saves us if they don't have much here. History of Benalia. Okay. I'd actually be surprised if they didn't attack with the Mentor, yeah. This is probably just a good trade for them. I don't know if I can win, though, by trading off my Tatiova. I think my only option is to try to keep it. All right, so they make another 2/2. I'll have to fire off Snapcaster end of turn. Oh. Okay, well, let's flash out Snapcaster and see what they do. kind of want to Tatiova eat the token. And then Snapcaster block the Mentor and force them to cast something to keep their Mentor alive. Hopefully tap them out a bit. This can blow up artifacts, is that right? Yeah. Wow! Okay, damage went through. Holy smokes. Four flyer. Yeah, I have to try to counter that. Hope they don't have lose focus or whatever. Spell pierce, yeah. Okay. Well, this is not the worst. They only have one card left in their hand. And if we draw like another fetch land, we can make a bunch of creatures with Splendid. Do I want to use this fetch and get a tap land end of turn? I think I have to. We just have too many tap lands, so even though that reduces my chances of drawing a land for the turn. Oh, we have that combo. I mean, this is still fine. Wait, no. We want to make our basics into creatures here. So this will make 2 3/3 flyers. Okay. We're going to be in bad shape if they drew another cantrip. Yeah, they topped something. Dang it. So if they attack with everything... Yeah, I'm going to have to trade off my Tatiova, and then we just lose to Curator. Yeah. So, well, you know what I could do? The correct play is probably trade for the Curator, trade for the Knight, take 6, go to 3. I'll still be left with one of my 3/3s. Okay, and they only have one card left in their hand. Those turn back to 1/1s. Oh my gosh, that would be very good if that resolves. The problem is I'm only at 3 life. Okay, hold up. Maybe there's a chance. I need to draw... Oh, Corsair's already dead. Please don't have another flyer. Are you kidding? Man. That sucks. All right. GG's. I mean, this was going to be a hard matchup always, but... Damn. Their draws versus us were just a little bit too good, I think. The lineup, I mean, the censor into the Mentor was just so brutal. I don't think there was much I could have done there. Good beats. All right, GG's. Well, 1-1. We will move on to round 3. Okay, here we are for the third and final round of this Cartographia draft. We're on the draw here, but our hand looks pretty good. If we can find one green source. Yeah, and Meyer should be able to find something. Yeah. We could actually get Stomping Ground and play that turn 1. Okay, let's grab Stomping Ground here. Or Taiga. Let's grab Taiga. And then Sprawl on blue. Beautiful. And then I can go Savai Triome next turn, hold up Evasive Action. Oh, boo! Well, not anymore. They can just blow it up. That's funny. So, let's just play Untap Land for Evasive Action on 4. Because I don't have double blue for stealing a... Oh, are they mono green? They might be mono green. Mono green Enchantress is what they look like they might be. Okay. Oh, there's the double blue. So, might only be stealing a forest with that, but it would set them back a little bit. And maybe they have like a Utopia Sprawl they cast or whatever anyways. Okay, we can steal the island now. Or at least attempt to. Ah, they also have counters. I'm going to go with Tarn here. I think we're just going to be cycling the Savai Triome, even though it's our white source. Because we have the Reclamation in our hand anyways to bring it back afterwards. Skyclave Relic, okay. Yeah, I mean, they only have 2 cards left in their hand. Debating there if it's even worth sacking the Tarn, but I guess it is. Let's use the Foothills and then cycle Savai. Wow. That's what I would call very bad. How many lands have we seen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So only 6 lands left in our deck. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and Splendid Reclamation for 4 lands back next turn. Because then I can use the double fetch to thin out even further. Man, they just have straight up counterspell too? Sheesh. Okay. Well, can't mana leak that one, but I guess at the end of the day, it was only getting back a bunch of lands, which we don't have anything to do with right now anyways. Please tap a lot. Perfect. Alright, you counter me, I counter you back. And now, what do we need to draw? I don't know. Something. Counter or a draw 2, loot 2. I don't think I care about countering that thing. Let's wait a turn on cycling until we find like another land. Okay, yeah, well. Now we'll definitely be drawing 2 with the Find Villain's Lair. So except for our first round, man, everybody has a bunch of counters. So I didn't play the land out for a lot of reasons, obviously. Oh, the Felwar Stone can add everything because they have the Dryad. That's great. Okay. That's not bad. That isn't bad at all. We need to find like Crucible now. But now lands are not bad draw. Although we don't even have that many lands left in the deck, do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we have 4 lands left in the deck. If they try to copy my log, I just sack it in response, so I don't think they want to do that. They probably still should have targeted something, though, right? Song of the Dryads. Yeah, that seems worth countering. Okay, we'll sack the Grove end of turn. Although if I sack it end of turn, they get to copy it. Actually, I should have thought about that. Oh, no. What am I talking about? It's part of the cost. Don't listen to me. Ooh, what does that do? That's just another counter. Is that even that exciting? Not really. Well, we get to resolve our presence now. So, how many enchantments are already gone? 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess, counting itself. So, I think we have like 5 or 6 enchantments still in the deck. Oh, wait, is Dark Depths in this format? Oh my god, it is. I didn't even think. So, I punted. I needed a Snapcaster counter that. I didn't realize, I mean, I should have guessed that was in the format, but yeah. So I need to draw Spell Bomb. Oh boy. That's bad. You know what I didn't think about? Instead of holding up counter last turn, you know what I could have done? I could have Snapcastered the Reclamation. Oh my gosh. And that would have also been a game winner. I made so many mistakes here. What?! Okay. Well, we drew what we needed to. So now they need to find a way to get rid of the spell. Okay, I did not deserve to draw that. That's hilarious. Yikes. Yeah, Vesuva does not work with Dark Depth, sadly. So they have one card left in their hand? Yeah, I mean, I guess I go for Snapcaster Splendid Reclamation now. That is a lot of triggers. So, let's see. We want to put 1/1/1 counter, put 2/1/1 counters, and then all the rest make cats. And you want to make sure you put the counters on trigger last. And that way, you pump up all your kitty cats. Well, I got extremely lucky by top decking that Spell Bomb, obviously. Holy crap. I guess I did cast a bunch of counters myself, didn't I? Seems like every blue deck in this format's just gonna have a million counters. Like I cast 3 counters since the Villain's Lair was used as a loot. They cast a couple counters. Our previous opponent had a million counters. Okay, that was not a deserved win, but I will take it. That is pretty funny. We top deck the perfect card. The literal one outer into my deck, I think, right? Maybe Tatiova if I had a land to chump, but yeah, that was crazy. All right, let's go to game 2 here of the third and final round. Hand is keepable. That's exactly what it is. Keepable and nothing else. Need to find a forest. We do have plenty in the deck. I think we're going to sandbag the spell bomb. Sylvan Advocate. Okay. So well, shoot. You know what? I'm actually going to play out the Mana Confluence and play out the spell bomb now. And I think I'm probably going to cycle the spell bomb end of turn because I really would like to hit a green source. Okay, there's the Thespian stage. Oh boy, they're ramping. They are ramping good. So we'll cycle Spellbomb here, end of their turn. If we find a green source, we can Courser, or we could just play out the clock. Alright, there's the green. I like going for the Courser, though. You know what I could have also done? I could have went Utopia Sprawl on the tropical island off of Mana Confluence. I guess I should have, technically. Not even technically, I just should have. Okay, we're hoping for no whammies here. They played a land already, so no Sylvan Scrying for the depths. Slime. And they can kill Courser because of its enchantment. Ah. Brutal. Alright, well, add green, sprawl the tropical. Naming blue. Clock. Shock. Pass. Holding up Impulse and Counterspell. Am I dead here? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they play a land, that's 9. Oh, God. I guess I have to flash in Snapcaster and trade with Slime. Okay, they didn't have a land. I guess they just have counters, though. But I still need to flash this in and trade. I'm way too far behind to not do this. I would not be surprised if they just counter my Snapcaster. You know what might be the best in this format? Like a super aggressive deck. Alright, so 2, 4, 7. I go to 3. They replicated it for some reason. They have 3 spells in their hands. Oh, you know what? That basic might have saved me. Oddly. Because now that makes a token. There is a very small chance we can pull this off. There's land 6. I mean, I just die to anything, but... yeah, Song of the Dryads. Alright, GG's. Okay, we will go on to game number 3. We will hope to be a little bit more active this next game. Final round, game 3. Man, these games have been long. I will keep this hand. As it seems to me, ramping into Primordial Mist could be pretty good. Though from what we've seen of them, they have a lot of ways to deal with a mist, but... I'd probably end up cycling the Spell Bomb end of turn here. That's good too. So I am going to go for trenches here, I think, and see if they have the counter. If they want to counter it, that's okay. They know I have like Splendid Reclamation in my deck, so they might want to. Nice, okay. Ah, that's a different counter. We hadn't seen that one yet. Sheesh. Alright, Presence resolves, but that means I get to resolve one of my cards as well. Ooh, no, I think we have to jam the Felidar here. And then just immediately, like, make 2 cats. We want more blue. Alright. So now it's going to be hard for them to cast a bunch of enchantments, because they need to deal with the Felidar. I mean, I guess if they have Song of the Dryads, that makes sense, but... if they don't kill the Felidar Retreat this turn, we're going to be in a really good spot. Okay. Very nice. They didn't. Let's see if they have a counter now. Green, white, 1. Let's go for the presence. Draw. Add, I guess green this time makes sense. Play land. Let's pump up these creatures. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, their best play last turn was just Llanowar Elf. Copy my Savai Triumph, whatever. Kind of crazy, we just want to draw, like, fetches now. Slime. Alright, that's fine. That deals with Felidar, I think, right? Yeah, they can't kill the presence yet, and they still haven't drawn off of their presence yet. So... just attack in for 3. They'll trade, they go to 11. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw a card. Let's go ahead and fetch main phase to thin our deck of land so that Mist is more likely to hit a spell. Tatiova, that's good. Okay. We have Tatiova with Reclamation and 2 fetches in our graveyard too, so things are looking really nice here. Well, there goes my Seal of Primordium. What is the... or there goes my Primordial Mist. You may cast... you may play that card this turn. Okay, so it's not until the end, so they're going to kill my Primordial, I guess. Well, we're back to needing to top deck one of our cards, man. It's been a crazy, crazy long draft. All interactive games. Have all of the games gone to 3? They have. Yep, okay, it's gone. Come on, a little more action. That's good. That's an enchantment. That's very good. Beautiful. Oh, counter spell as well. Nice. Oh, you know what I can do? I can still manifest Tatiova. Holy crap, I didn't even think about that. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Sheesh. All right, well, now this is kind of disgusting for us. I'm glad Enchantress's Presence got to do something this game, because it seems like the card that was maybe the most sketchy in our deck. So we don't lose to crop rotation because we drew the mana leak. Although I will have to mana leak. Oh, did they really just quit? Boo. All right, well, I'm going to pause the video and we might come back while they time out. All right, well, in a not very strange turn of events, the opponent just... I mean, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, of course, but every time this happens, a little bit suspicious when I'm basically attacking them for lethal. Anyways, we finished off a nice little 2-in-1 there. Fun little deck. Long games. Yeah, cool little cube here, the Cartographia cube. We're going to have a Magic 30 cube coming up next week, but yeah, that was a little fun one. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out all of my other content here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel, and we'll see you back next week. Bye-bye.